Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brett, and I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. A lot of you know me, some of you don't, and I'm going to keep this relatively short. Almost a year and a half ago, I stepped in this room for the first of what is now hundreds of times. The difference is then, I was a drug user, lost in darkness and disconnected from God, without any sense of hope. Even though bad things had happened to me over the years, many of which I had brought upon myself, some of I had no control over, as I had come from an unstable home with parents who also struggled with addiction my entire life. I had chosen to use drugs and alcohol to cope with things, and we've all heard these stories before, so we can skip past most of that. I'm even sure most of y'all can relate. Fast forward to adulthood, and I was what you could call a highly functioning addict. I had a good job, nice cars, and a beautiful home. The ideal American family. I mean, loving wife, happy kids, everything was good. Then the most devastating thing of all happened. My beloved wife of 12 years, mother of my only child, lost a 3-year battle with cancer in 2017. The loss of her threw me into a downward spiral of destruction. Fueled by addiction, I unleashed my hurt and anger and cared only for myself, never considering the effect it had on those around me, most of all my son. I was overwhelmed with grief and trapped into my own misery, and I wanted to die. I went on like this for years until I was arrested in 2021. At this point, I had no friends, no home. I was estranged from my family and hadn't spoken to my son in over 3 years. My darkness seemed so complete. But then God intervened. Even though I couldn't yet see it, His plan was beginning. After a few months being in the Crenshaw County Jail with no communications to anyone outside of the jail, an unexpected video call request came through the kiosk. It was my sister, who provided me with a pathway to freedom. At that time, my niece was a resident at the Ark. My sister said that it seemed to be a good program, and Lord knows I needed help. So I filled out the paperwork, and I wrote to the judge, but if I'm being completely honest, it was essentially a desperate attempt to escape jail, really just wanting to get out and get high once more. Little did I know God was already moving within me, stirring my heart and changing my desire. I arrived at the Ark on November 13, 2021. When I stepped into this room for the very first time, God truly changed my heart and my mind. I suddenly wanted to make a change, to be clean and sober for the first time in over 25 years. He gave me hope again and revealed that I was worthy. I owe it all to God. He gave me a second chance when it seemed all was lost, never giving up on me even when I had given up on Him and myself. He blessed me with newfound forgiveness even when I could not fully forgive myself. He surrounded me with people who guided, encouraged, and guided me on the path to His kingdom instead of to the depths of hell. 17 months later, I stand here filled with profound gratitude, thankful for the hope, mercy, and love that God showers me with each day. Remember that He doesn't give up on us, even when it seems everyone else does, and especially when we give up on ourselves. Praise be to God. He is healing my broken heart, mending and guiding me with a servant's heart. I can't thank Him enough for His faithfulness and His never-ending kindness. I encourage you all to keep faith and strive to serve the Lord. Put your trust and hope in Him, for He holds the keys to true freedom, healing, restoration, and ultimately everlasting joy. Psalms 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. I want to thank the ministries of the Harbor and their respective staff and board members, my Harbor Life, and my brothers at the Ark. And most of all, God, for saving my life. Romans 8:21. And we know that in all good things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. God is a God of love, and He allows us to live with freedom and make our own choices. God does not promise us a life without pain and suffering. He does, however, promise us that He is with us through it all and will never leave us. Ultimately, it is impossible for us to understand why God allows bad things to happen to us, as His thoughts and ways are far beyond our own. My God is so good. I'm infinitely thankful for the tremendous improvements that God has made in my life. The connection between my sister and I is stronger than ever. I'm grateful for my successful career, and the restoration between my son and I is deepening each day. I'm proud to serve the Lord and my community here at the Harbor and also at the Wiregrass Church, where I've been appointed to a leadership role. These developments were driven by my deepening relationship with the Lord through prayer, studying the Bible, and dedicating myself to Him. God has given me the wisdom, courage, and strength to overcome temptation and grow apart from my destructive habits. He has provided me with a renewed outlook on life and a sense of fulfillment. God blesses us with His extraordinary healing power. His mercy and grace empowered a person trying to escape their unhealthy lifestyle and enable me to become a beacon of hope and an example of resilience. His saving grace has enabled me to acquire strength and perseverance, striving for something greater in my life. God continually gives us the opportunity to grow and develop our spiritual relationships and moral character. Through His love and presence in our lives, we create a life filled with purpose and joy. God has been the driving force behind this change in me. Through prayer, studying the Bible, and continuously striving to deepen my relationship with Him, God has inspired me to become a better person. He has helped me to forgive myself and forgive others, to live a life with integrity and to be a light in a world of darkness. He has given me the strength and courage to make tough decisions and step out of my comfort zone. With His guidance and love in my life, I am able to make each day count. God has been an incredible source of strength and guidance throughout my journey of being drug addicted and hopeless to becoming a successful and thriving person. Through His divine care and presence in my life, I've been able to overcome adversity, find the strength to turn away from destructive habits, and strive for something better in myself and in my life. My journey to success has not been an easy one, yet God has seen me through every step of the way. I've become an incredible example of His grace and mercy. God's redeeming and transforming power is truly amazing. Through the grace of Jesus, He has taken a confused and desperate drug addict and made him a leader and a servant of God. God has used His love and mercy to free me from the chains of addiction, and His power has replaced hopelessness with hope and joy. I now have a purpose in life, and I hope for the future. I am empowered to serve God and lead others to a joyous and victorious life in Christ. God's redeeming and transforming power has given me a new beginning and a new purpose. Thank you all, and God bless.